pass your awareness down the body, starting at the head, and let me know if you find anything.
There's just like a darkness coming from like my right side, just by my like eye, like on my face, kind of. It's just like a dark cloud, kind of, but like almost seems like there's tentacles there, like an octopus.
Mhm,
And it's just kind of spiraling and clouding around.
mhm,
It's coming over from the right side, just almost my whole face, though.
mhm. So let's have Archangel Michael place a net of white light around that right eye and right side of the face, everywhere where this energy is attached. And as we have that net all the way around those energies, and we focus deeper on that, what color do you sense that to be? Just dark, or is there any other colors?
Hmm. Mostly dark, but it almost seems like there's little flashes of like white light, like a camera like flash.
Mhm. And as we focus deeper on it, I'd like to speak to this energy that's causing this dark cloud with the tentacles and the flashing white light. I'd like to speak to it. If it had anything to say, what would it say?
What do you want?
I'm here to help you. How is it that you're attached to this one?
Mm-mm. I don't know how we got here.
Hmm. Do you ever remember a time of having a human body?
Mm-mm.
Who, who was it that sent you to this one? Who sent you here? Do you remember who sent you? Whoever gave you this job to attach to this one?
It's like you're not letting me talk.
Hmm. Why is it that you don't want her to talk?
And I'm not going anywhere.
I understand you feel that way, but this is a free will universe and you don't have permission to be there. Just
Mm-hmm.
like whoever sent you here to attach to this one didn't have permission to send you there. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Tell me more about yourself. This dark cloud with tentacles. Tell me more about yourself. What do you look like?
I affect like the heart.
Hmm. How do
It's,
you,
and it's just I take away the feeling of peace.
hmm and how is it, how do you affect her heart?
I just don't love in.
Yeah. And what was it that allowed you to attach? What was going on in her life that allowed you to attach to her?
She was just always really lonely. So I'll keep her company.
Hmm. And how old was she at the time?
Mm, probably around 6.
Hmm. What was she doing when you found her?
It's around that time she was sexually assaulted.
Hmm. And this allowed you to come in.
Hmm.
And you, since you've been there, you take away her feeling of peace and
Hmm.
if and not allow love to come in. What else do you do to this one?
She just feels small,
Hmm.
like just not protected.
Hmm. And so, in order to make her feel this way, you put thoughts in her head.
Hmm.
I see. What other? What other things do you do?
Anxiety.
Hmm. So you're causing her anxiety and panic attacks?
Hmm.
I see. Do you do this by yourself or are you there with others?
This is just my job.
Hmm. Who told you to do this job on this one?
There's no name for my master.
Yes. But why does your master want you to do this to this one? What is it about her?
She would just be a very bright light without some darkness.
Hmm. And so you were sent to keep her from seeing this bright light and
Recognizing her power.
yes, I see.
Mhm.
And what you don't realize is your master told you that you need to snuff out the light. Do you also feed off of this light as well?
It's feeling really bright now.
Hmm. Job's getting hard, isn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah. This never makes sense to me that if their masters want you to keep this light down and you feed off this light, why are you able to feed off the light or why do you feed off the light when you're trying to keep it down? Does that make
Just
sense to you?
no. It's just what I'm told to do.
Hmm. Is there any other issues that you cause to this one?
Right now, it's just making her body hot.
Yes. Let's have Archangel Michael make sure that net is around the heart space as well. Everywhere that this energy is attached, let's have that net all the way around, all the way around. And have the angels gather around you now. They're gathered around you. They have a message for you, what you can expect if you detach from this one, what your journey is going to look like after you detach from this one. What do they show you?
It's like freedom.
Do you recognize this freedom?
Yeah.
Yes. What else do they show you?
It's just like I have tingles, so it just feels like a really high vibration.
Hmm. This feels like home, doesn't it?
Yeah, it feels really nice.
And you've lost this.
Yeah, I
Can
can
you,
feel like the heartache.
mhm. Can we show you more of this light, more of this feeling of freedom?
Yeah.
Beautiful. What I'd like you to do is look deep inside your beingness. You'll find a tiny spark. The spark is source. We all have it. You just have lost it, so it might be very tiny. We're all going to share our light with you so you can find it. Tell me when you find that spark.
Yeah, I see it. I can feel it.
Beautiful. Now we're going to help you expand that spark out to be larger than what you are. Your own personal light source, your own personal power source. Let's expand that out all the way around you. How does that light feel?
It's calm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think about that moving with the angels back home to the lightest source?
Yeah, I want to go there.
Do you want to go?
Yeah.
Beautiful. What we're going to do is we're going to pass the bright blue light through this net. This is going to help you to detach from this one. I want you to help the angels place all your energy into that net so we can gently lift you out. And I want this one to take all her energy back as we do this and feel this energy lift off as I count backwards from 3 to 1. 3, sending that pulse of blue light through the net, swirling through the net, detaching. His energy is placing his energy into the net. The angels are assisting, placing it all into the net. This one is taking her energy back as we do this. Beautiful. It's all in the net now. Let's gently lift out now. 2, almost down, and 1, out in the lightest source with the angels. But before you go, is there anything that you would like to tell this one?
It wasn't my choice to be there. She'll be fine.
Thank you for that. Is there anything this one would like to tell this energy before it goes?
Let's enjoy the other side.
Beautiful, beautiful. And as we watch that energy go with the angels to heal and continue on its journey into the light of source, what color light would signify healing for you?
It's blue.
Beautiful. And as I strike the tuning fork for the color blue, I want you to place that frequency there. We'll ask Archangel Michael to assist. That is his ray. We're going to strike that tuning fork, place that frequency there. As that swirls outwards, all those lower density feelings, the anxiety, just falling away. Your inner guidance comes rushing back in. Your inner peace, speaking your truth, your spiritual wisdom, your connection to the higher self all comes rushing back in. As that swirls outwards, the cells come back online. Archangel Michael's assisting with the healing there. How does that feel since we lifted that energy off?
Yeah, it feels good.
Beautiful. And as they continue to heal this area, we're going to continue on with our scanning down the body, looking for any low-level, dense, dark energy that should not be there, any feelings or sensations, pain or discomfort. Let me know if you find anything.
It's just like at my throat.
Mm-hmm.
Feels just like very closed off.
Mm-hmm. Let's have Archangel Michael place his net of white light around the throat area, this closed off feeling around the throat area, everywhere that this energy is attached, all the way around. And as we focus deeper on this energy that is causing a closed off feeling in the throat, what color do you sense this to be?
It's like a burnt orange, like red.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And I'd like to speak to this burnt orange red energy that's causing the closed off feeling in the throat. And if it had anything to say, what would it say?
Just make her hate herself.
Why is it that you make her hate herself?
That's what she deserves.
Why does she deserve to be made to hate herself?
So other people can't love her as much as she deserves.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever remember a time of having a human body?
Yeah.
Yes. What happened to your human body? What caused you to hate yourself so much?
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. Let's have the angels gather around you so you can recall. Let's go back to that day when you come out of your human body. How old were you?
Teenager.
Mm-hmm. And as this teenager, what name did they call you?
Stefan.
And Stefan, what year is it for you?
Like 1870.
And in 1870, Stefan, what happened to your human body that caused you to come out of it?
I was abused.
Mm-hmm. And looking back on that, you will feel this is important, you will feel no physical pain from this. We're going to look back on that day that you were abused and you come out of your human body. The angels are helped to heal you from this abuse. Who was it that was abusing you?
My dad
Mm-hmm.
is choking me.
Yes. Why was he choking you? What was his reason?
He doesn't like what I have to say.
Mm-hmm. He didn't want you to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why you're trying to cause this one not to speak and hate herself?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
made her make herself sick.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Burns the throat.
Mm-hmm.
She just doesn't know what's wrong with her.
Yes. And Stefan, how old was she when you were able to attach to her?
It's 12.
What was going on in her life at 12 years old that you were able to attach?
I think some kids were just being bullies.
hmm
No one to talk to.
Yes. And what attracted you to her?
Not being heard like me.
hmm And were you trying to help?
I'm just looking for a friend.
Yes. And I understand that you didn't mean to do this, but what other issues besides getting her to hate herself and making her be sick? What other issues have you caused her?
A lot of loneliness.
hmm Anything else?
She just has low self-esteem, but that's how I keep her close to me.
hmm I see. Let's have Archangel Raphael there and Kuan Yin. They're both going to help heal you from this that you experienced when you had a physical body. You feel their presence there.
I feel really emotional.
Beautiful. And you can go ahead and let that out and you can tell me whatever you need to tell me.
I just feel kind of bad
hmm Why is it that you feel bad?
because it's not really about her. It's more about me.
hmm Yes. And you brought that with you.
Uh, I'm just hurting.
Yes. And on that day when your dad had choked you and you come out of the human body, where did you go? What were you doing?
I don't know. Nowhere to go. I felt really alone.
You're not alone now. We're here with you. We're going to help you back home to the lightest source. Does that sound good to you?
Hmm.
Beautiful. Is there anything else that you need to tell us that you've been causing this one so we can help you both heal?
Some inflammation.
hmm Where was that inflammation at?
Mhm. Just in her joints and muscles.
hmm Anything?
Just affect her thoughts.
Yes.
She's always thinking she's not pretty,
hmm
overweight.
hmm
It just affects a lot of her relationships.
Yes. Beautiful. Thank you for that, Stefan. Let's go back to the day that your dad had choked you and you come out of the human body. And instead of wandering around looking for a place to be and finding this one, I want you to look around for that lightest source. It'll be a light that draws you towards it like many, many strings are pulling you towards it. The angels will help show you that light.
Hmm.
You see that light?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is it that you didn't go to the light when on that day?
It's so much anger.
hmm
I think it just happened so fast. I didn't even see it.
hmm
I think I was trying to live.
Yes, you're very young.
My
When,
mom was crying.
mhm.
Yeah,
When you look into that light, who is it that you see in that light waiting for you?
my mom
What does your mom say to you, Stefan?
just come to her.
Beautiful. What
She's
else?
just smiling like she's missed me.
hmm How do you feel about that, Stefan?
Yeah, I want to go.
You want to go?
No.
And we're going to help you to your mom. In a moment, I'm going to pass a blue light through that net. This is going to help you to detach. It might tickle a little bit, but it's going to help you to detach. I want you to help the angels place all your energy into that net so we can gently lift you out. And I want this one to take all her energy back and feel this energy of Stefan lift off as we do this. 3, sending that pulse of blue light through the net, now swirling through the net, disconnecting, detaching, all being placed into the net. This one's taking her energy back. Beautiful. It's all in the net now. Let's gently lift out now. 2, almost out. And 1, out in the lightest source with his mom. But Stefan, before you go, is there anything you would like to tell this one?
Just, I think she's going to enjoy me gone, just being free.
Yes.
Like I am.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. Is there anything this one would like to tell this beautiful soul of Stefan before he goes?
Just that sorry for what he went through.
Beautiful.
Thank you for leaving.
Beautiful. And as we watch Stefan go with his mother and the angels into the lightest source so he can heal and continue on his journey, what color healing can we place there that would signify healing for you?
Just white light.
Beautiful. And as I strike the tuning fork for white light, I want you to place that frequency there, placing that frequency there. Those lower density feelings of being sick and the inflammation, the loneliness, the thoughts, all just fall away, falling away. And as that swirls outward, keeps flooding back in, speaking your truth, your communication all comes back on live, your self-power, your intuition, your decision-making all coming back in, that love and forgiveness. How does that feel since we started the healing on that area?
Yeah, it feels so much lighter. Like I just have so much compassion for myself.
Beautiful, beautiful. Let's have Kuan Yin and Raphael continue to heal that area. Continue with any healing that she needs. Let's continue with our scan as they continue to heal. Let's continue looking for any low-level energy, any dark, dense energy that should not be there, feelings or sensations, pain or discomfort. Let me know if you find anything.
Just feel like a dark energy on my left side by like my heart. Like I don't really see something particular, but it's just like I sense like fangs or like just, but I don't see like anything around it or
Mhm.
like just like gritting fangs. It feels just anger.
Mm-hmm. Let's have Archangel Michael place his net of white light around these fangs, just gritting anger. They're on the left side of the heart, all the way around where this energy is attached. It's all the way around there. And as we focus deeper on this energy that's there, what color do you sense this to be?
It's like a yellow, like a stomach bile.
Mm-hmm. And as we focus deeper on this yellow bile, this anger, this fangs, if it had anything to say, I'd like to speak to it. If it had anything to say, what would it say?
No.
What are you wanting to tell me? Why are you
Mm,
saying no?
no.
No what?
Mm. This is where I'm staying.
I know you feel that way, but this is a free will universe and you don't have permission to be there. Do you remember ever having a time of having a human body?
Mm-mm.
And who sent you here to this one?
It's just the darkness.
Mm-hmm. The darkness sent you here to this one. Why did they send you here to this one? What were they trying to do?
They're trying to kill her.
Mm-hmm. Why are they trying to kill this one? What's so special about this one?
She just can help a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. What will happen if she's able to help a lot of people?
Loss of power.
Hmm. Yeah. And she is a very bright light, very powerful.
Yeah.
What was she going through in her life that allowed you to attach to her?
Her dad died.
Hmm. This allowed you to attach?
Yeah, she had a broken heart.
Hmm. I see.
So she's just angry. We turn the hurt into just anger.
Hmm. And since you've attached to her, what do you do with this one? How do you keep her angry?
Lash out,
Hmm.
blame people.
Yes.
The misery.
Yes. It's pretty clever.
Just hold on to her heart really tight.
Hmm. I
And
see.
she tries to feel emotions and just make her feel anger.
Yes. What other issues do you cause this one? Make her feel anger.
Just confusion.
Hmm.
It's lack of wanting to do anything.
Yes.
Procrastination. It's unmotivating.
Yes.
She just gets mad at herself.
I see. Do you do this job all by yourself, or is there others there with you?
There's a lot of us here.
Hmm. Where else are the others located?
There's one up around the third eye.
Hmm. Anyone else
There's another one here.
with you in the heart space?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Where else?
In the sacral,
Hmm.
in the womb.
Yes.
Yep, I think that's it.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Let's have Archangel Michael extend that net out to be around the third eye, the sacral and the womb area, all the way around where these energies are attached. And are you connected to these other energies? Do you speak for them?
Yes,
Hmm. I see. So they listen to you and do what you say.
yes, but they're all very angry
I understand that they're angry. Why are they angry?
because they're comfortable where they are.
I understand that they are. We're going to help all of you out. What does the one in the sacral do? How does that affect her?
This causes the pain. A
I
lot
see.
of the panic attacks come there. It makes her body like just twitch and convulse.
Hmm.
Mm.
I see. Anything else that the sacral one does? The womb area.
It's no pleasure.
Hmm.
She sacrifices her own happiness for others.
Yes,
She doesn't really care about herself.
I see.
She really wants to, though. She's
Yes.
always fighting.
Hmm. Anything else in the sacral and the womb area? Anything else that that one does?
Inability to like depend on people.
Hmm.
There's She doesn't feel safe.
Beautiful.
You can feel the light coming at me.
Hmm. You can feel the light coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This job has to be getting very difficult now
Mm-hmm.
because their light is brightening up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And tell me more about the one that's in the third eye area. What does that one do?
Just just clouded judgment, just lack of trust in herself.
Hmm.
And she has it in her heart, but she doesn't in her mind. Just cloud her mind.
Yes. Anything else in the third eye? You cloud the mind. Do you put thoughts in her head as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just to not like herself,
Hmm.
not trust herself, not trust others.
Yes. And do you stop that connection to the higher self as well?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm good at it.
Yeah. Is there anything else that happens in the third eye, how you're able to influence her?
She's just patience, no patience. So
Hmm.
she just gives up easy,
Yes.
gets frustrated. When she tries to connect, I stop her.
Thank you for that. We're going to have the angels gather around you. They're going to gather around all of you, the one in the sacral and the two in the heart and the third eye. They're going to gather around you. They have a message for you, what you can all expect if you detach from this one and continue on your journey. What do they tell you or show you?
Mm, a lot of light.
Hmm. What else?
And they don't need to be there. She doesn't need you.
Hmm.
You and we don't need anything from anyone.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why we're here.
Yeah. Been lied to and deceived in order to do this job because your masters, the masters of the dark, didn't want you to know that you're of the light. They didn't want you to know that you are from the light because you wouldn't do this anymore.
Yeah, yeah,
Does all these energies that you control see this?
yeah, they get it.
They get it. Are they ready to go? To go
Mhm.
to go with the angels to see this light and rely on their own power sources.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And have you been taking the energy from this one too, the light energy?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So you've been feeding off her energy as well.
Yeah,
Hmm. So you're ready to move with the angels back home to the light of source?
yeah.
Beautiful. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like every one of you, the one in the sacral, the two in the heart, and the one in the third eye, I want everyone to look deep inside their beingness. You'll find a tiny spark. We're sharing our light with you so you can see this. Tell me when everyone finds this spark. It's a spark of source. You can become more powerful and as powerful as we are.
Yeah.
You see that light? Let's
Mm-hmm.
expand that light out. Let's everyone expand that light out to be larger than what you are. Expanding that light out, it's your own power source, your own internal light. Expand it out there. How does that light feel to everyone?
The one in the womb is struggling.
Mm-hmm. Let's have the angels help the one in the womb. Does that one in the womb need to see? Let's show them.
It's just like a young, erratic, like energy,
Mm-hmm.
but it's coming.
Yes. What do the angels show that one? Anything else to help it?
Just like guidance. It's okay.
Beautiful. And then the two in the heart are seeing this and feeling this light.
Yes.
Beautiful. And the third eye as well.
Yeah. It's
Beautiful.
causing a bit of a headache.
Mm. Let's have Archangel Raphael assist with the headache. Is everybody ready to move
Yeah.
back home with the angels?
Yeah.
Beautiful. In a moment, I'm going to count backwards from 3 to 1. We're going to send a pulse of blue light through the net. This is going to help you all to detach from this one. I want you to place all your energy, help the angels place all your energy into that net so we can lift you all out at the same time. I want this one to take all her energy back as we do this and feel these energies lift off. 3, sending that pulse of blue light through the net, swirling through the net. Everybody is detaching, placing their energies into the net. The angels are assisting, placing all the energy into the net. This one's taking her energy back. Beautiful. It's all in the net now. Let's gently lift out now. 2, almost out, and 1 out of the lightest source with the angels. But before you go, is there anything that you would like to tell this one?
I'm just getting like this symbol, like a rose. It's like they're, they're gifting me a rose.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you for that, Rose.
Mm.
Is there anything that this one would like to tell these energies before they go?
Yes, thank you for leaving.
Beautiful. And as we watch those energies go with the angels into the lightest source to continue to heal so they can continue on their journey, what color would signify healing for you that we can place in all those areas?
There's red, like the rose.
Beautiful. I'm going to strike the tuning fork for the color red. I want you to place that frequency there in all those areas. Placing it there. All those lower density feelings and pain and discomfort all just falling away. Your sensuality, your creativity and joy comes flooding back in. Your self-confidence and inner power, your love and connection, compassion and forgiveness all flooding back in. Your spiritual connection to the higher self, your intuition, your decision making, all coming flooding back in as that swirls outward. The cells come back online. All those energy centers start burning brighter and brighter. Beautiful. How does that feel
Mm,
since we lifted those energies off?
amazing.
Beautiful. Let's have all the angels assist with the healing to all those areas that we just removed those entities. And as they assist in that healing, let's continue on with our scan and scan down the body, looking for any low level energy that should not be there, any feelings or sensations, pain or discomfort. Let me know if you find anything.
I just sense like a bit of darkness on like the left side of my head, but
Hmm.
I don't know if it's like bad per se.
Let's have Archangel Michael place his net of white light around the darkness on the left side of the head, all the way around where that energy is attached. And as we focus deeper onto that energy, what color do you sense that to be?
Mm. It's just a dark, like kind of blob.
Hmm. Do you get a sense that this darkness has a consciousness that we need to speak with?
I can't really tell.
Mm-hmm.
It's like moving around a lot.
Yes. We have it all in that net. So it's contained right there in the head.
Mm.
Let's ask the angels to assist us with this. As we focus deeper on that, what do we sense that this is?
It's just like an uneasiness,
Mm-hmm.
some fear.
Yes. Does this have a consciousness that we need to speak with?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. I'd like to speak to that energy, that dark blob that has that uneasiness. I'd like to speak with it. And if it had anything to say, what would it say to me?
Why do you have to bother me?
Well, this is a free will universe and you don't have permission to be there. I'm here to help you out today. What
I'm
is
not
it?
as bad as the other ones.
I understand you feel that way, but still, you could continue on your own journey. You don't have to be attached to this one. Who sent you here to attach to this one?
I have a master.
Yes. What does your master want you to do to this one?
Just be fearful
Hmm.
to not be seen.
Yes.
But to her, it's like I'm protecting her.
Hmm. And how does that work? How do you give her that sense of protection?
By not letting her be vulnerable.
Hmm. I see. Tell me more about that. It's pretty clever. How do you do that?
Well, I just make her be fearful
Hmm.
of being vulnerable
Yes.
because something bad might happen or mm,
Hmm.
yeah.
And how does this affect her? How does this keep her down?
She just doesn't really trust her friends, her family that much.
Hmm.
Like they're not gonna really be there for her if she opens up and tells them how she's really feeling or what she needs. So it's more painful to be rejected.
Hmm.
So I just don't let her get that rejected.
Yes. And is there any other issues that you're causing her since you've attached to her?
Just sadness.
Hmm.
She wants both. She wants to be vulnerable. She wants to be happy. She wants to be fearless.
Hmm.
But there's consequences.
Yeah, I see. Do you ever remember a time of having a human body?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Hmm. And tell me more about yourself. What's your name? What name can I call you?
Emily,
Emily.
mm,
How old are you, Emily?
14,
Hmm. And what year is it for you, Emily?
2004.
I see. And Emily, what happened in 2004 that caused you to come out of your human body?
I took my own life.
I see. What did you use to take your own life?
I hung myself.
I see. And have you been given her the feeling of that as well?
I have once
Hmm. And why'd you do that? Why'd you do that to her? Why'd you give her that feeling?
because it's easy to escape.
Hmm.
She's feeling a lot of emotions like I was.
Yes. What do you think about that now, Emily? Now that you're stuck and trapped here with her?
I feel the same way.
Yes.
And a lot of bullies.
Hmm. And how old was she when you were able to attach to her, Emily? What was going on in her life?
I was about the same age as me, and she was dealing with bullies too.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're
And
mean.
yes. And were you trying to help her?
Yeah,
I understand.
I showed her how to cut herself.
Yes, I see. So you caused the cutting.
Hmm.
I see. Did you have any effect on her eating disorder as well?
No, that wasn't me.
Hmm. Beautiful. Thank you for that. What other issues have you caused her?
Just depression. So I keep her coping mechanism so
Mhm.
she doesn't have to be vulnerable and ask for help from anybody else.
Yes. And and how was it that the darkness got you to do this, Emily?
He's showing me.
Who has showed you?
I used to have someone with me. They're not here anymore.
Hmm. Who was that? Tell me about that person that was there with you.
Hmm. They were just always encouraging me to keep giving her coping mechanisms.
Hmm.
They said it was helping her.
Yes.
I was doing the right thing
Hmm. And what were you promised if you did that?
to move on and have a friend.
Yes.
I don't feel bad about taking my own life.
Hmm. Let me see. We'll have Archangel Raphael and also Kuan Yin gather around you to help heal you. You are whole. They have a message for you and what you can expect your journey will be like after you detach from this one. What do they say to you?
I just, it's like fireworks, like
Hmm.
seeing fireworks.
What do you think about that, Emily?
It's really pretty.
Hmm. Are you ready to go and continue on your journey?
Yeah, I'm
Beautiful.
excited. Yeah.
Emily, what I'd like you to do is on that day that you took your own life by hanging yourself, instead of wandering around and finding this one and being told what to do to this one, I want you to look around for that light as source. It'll draw you towards it like many, many magnets.
Hmm.
You see that light?
Yeah.
Beautiful. When you look into that light, Emily, who do you see in that light waiting for you?
I just see myself laughing. Yeah, I just feel free.
Yes.
There's a lot of people, a lot of other people over there.
What do they all say to you?
They're just laughing and joking and like seems loving and carefree.
Hmm. And how do you feel about that, Emily? Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I was scared of being judged.
Yes. And now that you see that there's no judgment,
Hmm.
it's all a lesson and all learning.
Hmm.
Beautiful. We're going to help you out, Emily. In a moment, I'm going to count backwards from 3 to 1. We're going to send a pulse of blue light through the net. This might tickle a little bit, but this is going to help you to detach from this one. I want this one to take all her energy back. and feel the beautiful energy of Emily lift off. 3, sending that pulse of blue light through the net, swirling through, detaching. The angels are assisting with the healing and detaching, placing it all into the net. Beautiful. It's all into the net now. 2, let's gently lift out now. Almost out. And 1, out in the light of source with all those people. But before you go, Emily, is there anything that you would like to tell this one?
She's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry. She's a good friend.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for that, Emily. Is there anything this one would like to tell this beautiful soul of Emily before she goes?
This says she's beautiful. And thank you for leaving.
Beautiful. As we watch Emily go with the angels and her laughing version of herself and the other people into the light of source, what color can we place there for healing?
The purple.
Beautiful. And as I strike the tuning fork for the color purple, I want you to place that frequency there. Placing that frequency there. For those lower density feelings of sadness and being fearful just falling away, the depression just falling away, your intuition, your decision making, your inner guidance all comes flooding back in. Your connection, love, joy, compassion, forgiveness all come flooding back in. Your connection to the higher self. Beautiful. I have Kuan Yin and Raphael assist with the healing of that area. How does that feel since we lifted that energy off?
Yeah, it just feels nice. It's gone. I feel more like me.
Beautiful. As they continue with that healing, let's have Archangel Michael place a net of white light around all the energy centers of this one, all around the energetic field and the physical body, all the way around. What we're going to do is we're going to send a pulse of blue light up through that net. This is going to detach or bring anything to the surface that should not be there. Any lower density dark energy that should not be there is going to bring it to the surface as I send the pulse of blue light up through the net. Sending it now, I'm going to strike a tuning fork to signify that blue light going up through the net. It enters in the feet, swirls around the legs, around the root chakra, around the sacral chakra, around the solar plexus chakra, around the heart, the throat, third eye, and the crown, then out the crown. As we did this, did this bring up anything else that we might have missed?
I don't think so.
Let me speak to this one's higher self so we can confirm that we removed all the attachments and entities we need to remove today. May I speak to this one's higher self? Can you do a scan of this one's body and make sure that we removed everything that we're supposed to remove today? Tell me when that is clear.
Yeah, looks good.
Beautiful. And I'd like to do a chakra balance and rebuild. Is that appropriate at this time?
Of course.
And as you walk down this path, I want you to tell me what you see or experience, sense or feel.
It's just like sun is out. It's so warm. There's lavender. It's all the plants are like medicinal,
Mm-hmm.
or they feed the butterflies or the bees. It's everything has a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's just vibrant and like living and just like vibrating so
Yeah.
high. It's just it's just the best feeling.
Yes. What else do you notice in this place? Is there anything else that you notice or
I can hear the birds chirping, but I don't see them.
Mhm.
just makes my heart feel really happy.
Yes.
Like I just want to like smile because everything's so pretty and so just alive.
Hmm. As you focus on yourself in this place and you look down at where your feet would be, what do you notice about your feet?
Hmm. I don't see my feet.
Beautiful. And as you scan up where your body would be, what do you notice about your body? What do you sense?
Oh, I just kind of feel floaty.
Uh-huh.
It's just more of I don't sense a body. It's just more of a feeling,
Hmm.
presence.
Beautiful. What happens next as you're floaty in this body? You can float anywhere you want to go. What else do you do next?
Mm. I guess I'm just gonna look for anybody else. There's nowhere I really need to be.
Hmm. Do you get a sense of what this body, this floaty body, is?
I feel like it's just like my essence
Hmm.
versus like my body.
Yes.
Mm.
Do you have a color? Is there a color that you sense?
It's mostly yellow.
Hmm.
There's a little bit of like orangey pink color to it.
Yes.
Just feels very like just joyful.
Yes. And do you notice that there's anything else there like you?
I think it's just the frequency, yeah. Like, because I don't really think of anything, I just feel it, but it all seems to be the same.
Hmm.
It's like I can feel, I can communicate with
Hmm.
others, but I don't really like, see anybody.
Hmm. Beautiful. In this place, we can communicate with anything, the flowers, the herbs,
Hmm.
anything that you want to communicate with. Is there anything that draws your attention towards it?
Not specifically.
Hmm.
It's like I can feel the essence of Tony there,
Hmm.
which makes me smile.
Yes.
I'm just glad he's there.
We can we can communicate with Tony in this place. Does he have a message for you? Anything he needs to say?
If we had hands, we would be holding hands. I think he's just happy to see me, happy to feel me happy.
Yes. Is there any other messages that he has for you?
And I don't like, it's not very clear. I just feel like he's being funny. Like, like you did it, kid. Kind of like weird messages like that.
Hmm. Beautiful.
Yeah,
And do you get a sense of how you can get back to this place?
sit outside.
Hmm.
Yeah, it like it's a vision that I see like us having at the farm here. Like I just want to be so tapped into like Mother Earth and plant the right flowers and grow the right herbs. So like to give life back to Earth, that's also like it gives life back to us, kind of thing.
Mhm.
So it feels very much like home.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And do you get a sense of why you're seeing this place? Why is it that you feel you need to see this place?
I guess it's validating that I'm in the right place and I'm doing all the right things
Hmm.
because it's literally home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And is there anything else we can gather from seeing this scene, being in this light essence in this beautiful place? Is there
Just
anything
like,
else that we need to see or gather?
I just need to slow down more and like stop and smell the flowers kind of thing.
Hmm.
And appreciate a sunny day when it's a sunny day and the company that I have. Just there's nowhere else to be.
Hmm.
And it's just like there's so much beauty everywhere.
Beautiful.
Hmm.
If we feel that we've gathered all the messages that we need to gather in this space,
Hmm.
beautiful. Let's go ahead and let's close this scene down. Let's close this scene down. And in a moment, as I count from 3 to 1, we're going to drift and float through time and space to the next important scene we need to see today. 3, drifting and floating through time and space to the next important scene we need to see today. 2, almost there. 1, be there now. Tell me what you see, sense, feel, or experience.
I like see a woman holding a baby.
Mhm.
There's like in a hospital bed. I don't know who it is.
Mhm.
They seem really happy.
And
Um,
using all of our knowing, we can figure out who this woman is and the baby.
I just get this sense that she's my sister.
Hmm.
I feel very happy for her,
Yes,
but it's like she's not my sister that I know.
yes.
I wonder if it's the girl from that like field from the that I was like spinning with at one time
Hmm.
that I just never met. I feel like it's just like I will know who she is like at a
Yeah.
later date.
Hmm.
And that just makes my heart really happy.
Yes,
We share a lot in common.
yes. And we can communicate in this place. Is there any messages that this soon to be sister that you meet, anything she needs to tell you?
Just like to keep doing my work because that is what will bring us together.
Hmm.
And I got like a similar message last time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And is this sister the woman holding the baby, or is this the
Hmm.
baby?
And that's the woman holding the baby.
Hmm. And as you
Yeah.
scan,
I'm just excited to know this little baby too.
mhm,
It would be nice to be a part of its life.
yes, and using all of our knowing, are we able to get a name of the sister?
The first word that came to my mind was Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know too many Tracys.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful family. She has a husband there too.
Yes. Beautiful.
I just like, I get like the vibe, like I'm a cool aunt, which is like what I've always said I wanted.
Do you get a sense of what year this is, the scene that we're seeing with your sister holding her beautiful baby and the husband there?
I don't, I don't feel like it's that far
Mm-hmm.
because it's like it's a hospital still, but
Yes.
it doesn't it doesn't have that like icky feel. I don't like hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels like safe to be there. Like, you know, I don't think it's that far. I'd say 5 years ish from now. Yeah,
Beautiful. And tell me more about yourself in this place.
I feel like I'm in a good place. Um, I feel really healthy and happy. Um, just doing meaningful work that we share. You know what I mean? Like my sister does similar
Mm-hmm.
work too.
Yes. And do you get a sense of what that, using all your knowing, do you get a sense what that work is?
Like we're just to help people understand their journey, like work through trauma, shadow like self,
Mm-hmm.
letting go of all of that stuff and just being like free and loving. But I do sense like of being on a computer, like having like clients kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know like what the direct message is.
Yeah.
Um, I know I'll know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't feel it's not stressful. It's just like a lot of calm and peace in my life. I don't like I I have this moment of like deja vu
Mm-hmm.
almost when I'm there,
Mm-hmm.
the hospital, visiting them. Like I've been here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What else do you notice about this scene? Do you, how do you look? Do you appear? How do you appear to yourself?
yeah. I feel just so good in my body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just feel confident, like healthy and like fit and yeah. Kind
Beautiful.
of, kind of just, it's more my energy that just feels so bright and so light that it's like all I've wanted for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm embodying that. Um,
Do you get a sense of how you got to that point?
just like a lot of self-acceptance and a lot of love and just like self-care and just like embodiment is like the word that just keeps coming up. Um, Yeah, like I don't have to worry too much about all the external stuff. Like nothing else really matters. Just feeling like whole and loving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's just a beautiful feeling. I feel like I'm heading there. I'm in the right direction.
Beautiful.
Mm.
Is there any other messages that your sister or her family need to tell you at this time?
Um, she, she says she's happy that I have someone like Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then he just kind of appears in the background. Like I didn't know he was there, but I guess he's there. And
Yeah,
he just smiles. Yeah.
beautiful. Does Tony have any messages for you in this scene?
Mm. Not really. It's just like some smiling in the background.
Mm,
It's like we both know that we're each other's soulmate. So it's just that little like winky eye when someone else that like just validates and says the same thing. Like
mm,
obviously.
mm.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
Tell me more. What happens next? Is there anything else that you need to see, or any other messages, or is this scene complete?
It sounds like she wants to talk about an upcoming project.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, we can talk about that later.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, she should just enjoy this time with her family.
Yes. Would you
Mhm.
like would you like to talk about this upcoming project?
Um, It's like I kind of already know what it is. Like, I think it involves traveling and it's like a work thing that's exciting. Um, and we know it will happen, so don't need to really talk about it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything that she needs to tell you? Any messages that she needs to tell you about this project that you need to know at this moment?
I don't know. There's just a lot of exciting energy around it. Um, so I don't really know. I don't know. I think I'll just trust it and let it kind of unfold, but it's exciting. So more exciting than stressful. So
Beautiful.
yeah,
So do you feel that you've gotten all the information and things you need to see in this scene this time?
yeah, I do.
Beautiful. Let's go ahead and close that scene down. Let's close that scene down. In a moment, we're going to drift and float through time and space to the next important scene we need to see today. 3, drifting and floating through time and space to the next important high frequency scene we need to see today. 2, almost there. 1, be there now. Tell me what you see, sense, feel, or experience.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of dark.
Mm-hmm. As your eyes focus around you, tell me what you sense or feel in this dark.
Like a um, like just sense of community, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's really just that grassroots feeling where it's like everyone's kind of doing something, everyone's kind of working on something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
And in this place of community, this grassroots community, as you focus on your body, what do you sense about your body?
um, I mean, I feel healthy.
Mm-hmm. And as you Scan your body and you look at yourself. How do you appear to you?
I kind of feel like I'm the same age.
Hmm.
Like, I don't feel older.
Yes.
So I don't really know what the timing is.
Hmm. Tell me more about this community.
Everyone's kind of like got a job, but
Hmm.
not like a job, it's just like a service that everyone kind of contributes to.
Yes. Do you get a sense of where this community is located?
Really, like, it's sunny. It's just like there's a lot of land around.
Hmm. What is the what is the land? Describe the land to me.
Mm, just big gardens everywhere.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. It kind of feels a little like Mennonite-ish.
Hmm.
Um, but everyone just seems really happy.
Yes. Do you, do you get a sense that you live in this area?
Yeah, like I feel like these are like my people kind.
Hmm.
It doesn't feel like old school though, like, with the blue jobs and the pink jobs kind of a thing.
Hmm.
I don't get that sense.
Do you sense anyone around you that you know? The eyes are the windows of the soul.
I don't really recognize many people.
Hmm.
Hmm, and not really. I feel like I some of these people are like a clientele. Like I can see them coming up to me, giving me a hug and saying like, "Oh, thank you for this." It's like, I don't know if you'd made like tinctures or something like that.
Hmm.
Um, yeah.
Do you
Mm.
get it? Do you get a sense that you have family in this place?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
who's with you?
My stepdad.
Hmm. Anybody else?
Um, like my nephew, but I don't sense like his mom there.
Hmm.
I think he's like, yeah, he's a special kid.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And is this nephew your current nephew that you know, or is the
Yeah.
people?
Yeah, he's two,
Hmm.
but there's just something that's really like special about him. Like
Hmm.
he's just a very happy kid.
Yes.
Um, I just get this sense that like what he's growing up in and like his circumstances, like they're not really gonna catch up with him kind of a thing. Like
Hmm.
they're like go unscathed.
Yes.
Um, yeah.
Beautiful.
And yeah, he'll just be healthy. I feel like everyone's just healthier, like just in this space. I've never really had a lot of close family and like that like a tribe feeling. So I just get that that's just a safe place to be and that everyone's got your back and it's got good intentions and stuff.
Mhm.
Mm.
Do you get a sense of how this community got started?
Very similar to what's like happening in our world right now.
Mhm.
Nobody wants to like go external for anything. It's like just remember how like you have the ability to do everything ourselves.
Mhm.
Um, and it's just not that hard. So
Beautiful.
it's just a lot of like-minded people. Yeah.
And do you get a sense of how we became more healthy?
You just grow your own food.
Mhm.
I don't think there's no grocery store.
Mhm.
Everyone's got little stands, like, they're
Mhm.
just trading stuff. There's no money. Yeah, it's like old school, but it's new school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Is there, does your stepdad or your nephew have any messages for you?
I kind of get the sense that like I care for my nephew.
Mm. Mhm.
Um, but my stepdad is like he teaches all the kids to fish and stuff like that. He likes to kind of live off the land, so he's really in his element. And
Mhm.
it's kind of just like I told you so, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, all the little things he's taught me over the years. It's like they're useful. I'm not just like an old man.
Yeah. And there's, is there something that had happened to cause people to realize that they need to develop community and go back to the land?
I think people are just tired of not being self-sustainable, really.
Mhm.
The idea of not being in debt and like everything, like not giving power to money and stuff.
Mhm.
You don't really need all that stuff. Like, so it's just like-minded people kind of coming together. There's
Mhm.
lots of these little places, but there is also still like the world that we know
Mhm.
too.
Yes,
You just have a choice. It's that free will.
I see. And as you choose to live in this communities and you don't have to worry about money.
Hmm.
But if you're out in the other world, the
Hmm.
money system is still there, or is the
Yeah.
money system gone?
The money, I don't know what they're used, like what they use. It just feels really restrictive.
Mhm.
I notice more just the feeling of people just being really sick.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's
No one
explore.
cares for each other. Everyone, like, I don't, you know, like, I don't know.
Do you get the sense that it seems to be two different worlds?
Yeah, it's very similar to the last time I kind of saw it.
Hmm.
Hmm. I don't know how you get more people to change their mind.
Yes. Is there anything we can learn or glean from this and how we can help assist others to?
I think that's where that, uh, like, my work will kind of come in.
Mhm.
Maybe that's why it's online.
Yes.
That you don't have to be in that lower density. Um, I'm not sure how that works.
Mm-hmm. Using all of our knowing, we can figure out how that technology will work. Us being in this community, how that would that work?
I don't know, because a computer doesn't even look like a computer. It's
Mm-hmm.
just like, it's like a frequency. It's just like kind of it comes into the air. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Tell me,
it's
tell me more how that computer works, or how it looks.
it's almost like you imagine it being there and then it just kind of appears
Mm-hmm.
and like it's like you use your intention to connect and then you think of who you want to talk to and like they just appear on the screen. And not even really talking. It's like you just kind of connect
Mm-hmm.
and then it's like you have the discussion without really using your words.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that everywhere in that space, though.
Yes.
Yeah, you look around. It's like there's conversations going on, but no one's actually talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
interesting.
And how is it that that computer technology works? Does it use any type of crystals or anything to send out that frequency or an intention?
Hmm. I'm not too sure. It seems just very new. I feel like there's like a guy, there's a guy in our like area who's like he's the techie one.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really my forte.
Beautiful. And
Yeah.
mhm. And
It's,
so it's operated on frequency and intention.
yeah. Yeah, like everyone kind of just communicates like telepathically, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I don't think you can communicate telepathically with people unlike the other part of that world. Like
Mm-hmm.
they don't communicate like that. So you still need to use certain technology.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And is there anything else that you need to look at this place? Anything else you would like to look at this place, this community?
It's just not going to be as hard as like, they say like being a farmer is like the hardest job, but people don't look like run down and raggedy like a farmer does.
Yes.
So you're not choosing a harder life for yourself, you know,
Yes.
by being there. Yeah. I don't really sense anything else. Just like that would be nice to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And it all just kind of makes sense. You just, yeah, it's, it's not, people aren't struggling, which I think just people not struggling. That's a lot of high vibration just all together.
Mm-hmm.
People are they just are,
Yeah.
It's not that constrictive feeling. Um, by knowing that, it's easier to like sell people on that lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Tell tell me more about how healing occurs in this place.
A lot of healing comes from the food.
Mhm.
The weather feels different. Just the air, the ground feels different. Mm. And there is like energy healing, like and frequency healing. Um, it's more like simpler techno, like water. Um, People just kind of coming together and like sitting around someone who might not be doing well or feeling good, but it's not like fancy med beds and stuff like that. Like within communities, I don't think you don't need all that. It just being, yeah, it's the simple things like the food and the water, and then just people coming together and kind of setting that intention to help someone through something. Things grow really fast too. Like I was just picturing like the fruit, and you need a fruit to like heal, but it's like you pick it and it's almost like right there again,
Mhm.
like fast growing. Yeah.
Beautiful. Is there anything else that we need to gather from seeing this scene? Any other messages we need to get?
Just like just grow your own food. Like I feel Tony and I are already doing a lot of this, but it's like validating that is the way of the future kind of a thing for us anyway.
Mhm.
Um, it's like super clean water, super important, and mm, yeah, we just don't go to the grocery store because it just feels toxic.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's almost like it becomes grayed out in my mind, like old things become grayed out, and the only thing that has color is like the new world, like the new way of living. So if I think to a grocery store, it's like black and gray,
Yes.
you know, and the gardens are just so bright and colorful. Like it's, yeah,
And do you sense that it's just the grocery store and that other world is at a different, lower frequency that it can't be seen as well?
yeah, that's kind of how I would picture it. Yeah, like that makes sense to me.
Mhm.
Because, like, even if you think of like a bank or any of the hostels, it just feels not really part of my reality anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Is there anything else that we need to see or learn from this high frequency place?
Not like it doesn't feel that far in the future, but then it was weird to see like that vision of like my sister in a hospital still.
Mhm.
I don't feel like, I don't know, maybe it wasn't a hospital, but like some other kind of facility, but
Mhm.
they seem kind of close in time, but kind of separate at the same time. So I don't
Yes.
know.
Yes.
Hmm.
Was any other messages or anything else we need to gather from these scenes today?
I think there will be more beings than just humans,
Mhm.
but it's not like this like not this exciting thing like there's something different, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, of course, they're just your neighbors. Like, I don't
Mhm.
know. So they're part of like community, like whether you call them extraterrestrial, I don't really see like clear pictures, but it's like there is just different beings, like so many different kinds, but it's not like things are glorified like they are, you know. I don't even think that people watch movies or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
Beautiful.
everything just kind of, yeah, everything just is like it's in present moment. Yeah, there's no distractions.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Mhm.
Was there any one point or any point that the other beings, came to join us? Is there anything that happened that caused this to happen? Or is it because the frequency shift?
Yeah, I feel like it's just that. It's like I can't picture them like arriving per se. They're just there. So it's like I don't remember a time that they weren't there. Um, it must just be that
Yes.
time and space or that frequency or that shift and yeah, because
Beautiful.
everybody there just know like it's just welcoming. It'd be no different than having a new baby and like come, you know what I mean? It's like you know, there's no people don't label things and people or whatever. They don't do that
Mhm.
there. Mm. I have a
Yeah.
hard time envisioning what they're like, but they all serve purpose. Like, mm, it's cool.
Beautiful. Anything else we need to get from these scenes that we've seen today? Or is that complete?
It feels complete. It just like my heart feels kind of complete too. It just feels like,
Beautiful.
yeah, so much peace.
Beautiful. Why is it that she needed to see these scenes today? Why did she need to see these scenes that we saw today?
A lot of it is just like nothing is grand. It seems it's just like just finding peace within yourself and you find peace within your community and family. And it's like, I think sometimes you think it's supposed to be more elaborate,
Hmm.
like you're chasing this thing that you can't even wrap your brain around, but it's not true. Like,
Hmm.
I think everybody just wants to feel good in their heart and feel good in their bodies. And that's the ticket. That's like, yeah, just learn to let go of everything and just be present and be grateful. And like, then you're able to see all like life's little blessings. And yeah, it's just so much more genuine than like, I don't know, materialistic things or so, yeah, you don't need to be anywhere else. Just like home at your heart kind of thing.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Is there any other information that you would like to give her on the sister that she hadn't met yet? Anything else you need to share with her?
It's like I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Hmm.
And so I think it'll be more of a feeling than anything.
Yes.
Like it's like it will just resonate like, oh my God, is this happening now kind of a thing. But don't go searching for it.
Hmm.
Um, we get so lost in like wanting something sometimes that you miss other things. So
Hmm.
just live your life and be present and focus on like yourself and your soul purpose, and then you'll come together. It's like she already knows that. She heard that last time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for that. Does she have any karmic ties that she needs to cut or be resolved?
It's not really feeling like it. She's done a lot of work on her mother's end that her mom will never
Mhm.
like understand. Um, that one feels like the heaviest, but
Mhm.
it feels she feels pretty free.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Hmm. Hmm.
Is there any other attachments or anything else that we need to remove today from this one? Or is she clear?
She feels clear. She just needs to like keep up with it and like to remember this feeling.
Hmm.
Um, because I don't know if this would be an unfamiliar feeling. Just how clear and open she is. Sounds like sweat the small stuff. What keeps coming up?
Beautiful. Thank you for
Mhm.
that. Is there any healing or help required by her physical body at this time?
No, her body feels really good.
Beautiful. And all her chakras are spinning open and balanced as they should be?
Mhm. Yeah.
Beautiful. Is there any AI or implants that are not for her best and highest good that we can remove today?
No, like I do sense something like on the right side of the brain, but it doesn't feel like nefarious.
Hmm.
So I don't think she has anything to worry about.
Yes. Can you confirm with us what you sensed on the right side of the brain? What is the purpose of that?
It's just like it'll be for communicating.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
And
don't know. It has a like a light energy to it.
yes,
Um, it doesn't seem like I'm really supposed to know right now.
I see. And so you can't share with her who this is communicating with?
Mm, no, she'll find out at a later time
Hmm.
when like the timing is right.
Yes.
Otherwise, she'll just obsess over it.
Mhm. Beautiful. I just want to confirm that this is not for is for her highest good.
Mm. Yes, that's the energy I get. I get
Beautiful.
like it's like a song, like no worries. Like I don't know.
Hmm.
So
Beautiful. Beautiful. Is there any black magic that we could remove from her today?
I don't think it's around like it's her in her, but there's lots around.
Hmm.
Like she should do the grid thing.
Yes. And is there any other protections that she can use to assist her from any of this stuff getting to her?
She needs to meditate more.
Hmm.
She should find that easier now.
Beautiful.
Hmm.
Is there anything that you'd like to share with her to help her in meditation? Anything that she has to do to?
She should wear headphones because she's easily distracted.
Hmm.
Um, the guided meditations are great, which is what she's doing, but sometimes she just needs to sit in the quiet, just be quiet and just like listen to her body, like her heart. She's always like trying to like almost seems like listen to her third eye. It's like she's squinting.
Hmm.
Um, but just be present and just like keep your heart open, your ears open, and like just let everything kind of connect.
Hmm.
She just has like a false sense of what it's supposed to be like.
Hmm.
Just practice will help.
Yes, there's a lot of confusion around that and how to do it.
Mm, yeah,
Beautiful. Does she have to have anything playing through the headphones, or is that just to block out the sounds from outside?
it's just to block out the sounds. And that she's worn the eye mask once or twice, but that will help her as well.
Hmm. Beautiful.
Hmm.
Thank you for that. Are there any negative energy cords that are not for her best and highest good that we could cut today?
There's just like negativity with her mother-in-law, but like I feel like she's growing. She's growing from it. So
Hmm.
like she just needs to protect her energy so she can recognize what's hers and what's not.
Hmm.
She tends to bring like the frequency down and the vibration down, and it's kind of can be triggering, but
Yeah.
that's there's lessons there. So
Hmm.
as long as she recognizes that.
So she has no cords that need cut and healed at this time.
Oh, not at this time.
Beautiful. Is it appropriate to ask her questions now at this time?
Yeah.
She- Is there anything that she needs to be aware of in her physical body? Any health issues or anything like that that she should be aware of?
No, I think just like grounding more
Mm.
will help, but she should notice the change in her anxiety and stuff like that after today.
Beautiful.
Um, I know she worries about not working out anymore like she used to, but her
Mm.
body's been going through so much change that
Mm.
it wouldn't have been good for her. So just being gentle right now and to go for walks versus like intense workouts will
Mhm.
really serve her.
Beautiful. And we've removed several entities that were causing her the anxiety and the panic attacks. Well,
Hmm.
is there anything else that she needs to do about that, or are they going to be gone?
Yeah, I just think with like the grounding and practicing like meditation, and I think her just feeling good in her body will make a big difference. There's a lot of work that happened today.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. So the grounding walks in nature and will help her with that.
Yes.
Beautiful. She has some concerns about her house. I'd like to ask Archangel Michael to go to her house and look for any entities that we need to help back to the light, or look for any portals. Let me know if they find anything.
It feels like the top of my stairs.
Hmm.
It's like it keeps the energy from downstairs to upstairs feeling separate.
Yes.
Um, yeah, it's almost like it's that same energy that I feel in my room. So it's like the top of the stairs and like in my room.
Hmm.
It feels protective, kind of like the house, but not of like us who live here.
Hmm. What does Archangel need? Can he close that down? Is that a portal? That blockage? Does he say
Mm,
he needs to be done to remove that?
yeah, um, Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I've never really seen a portal before, so I
Mhm.
don't really know.
What does Archangel Michael say about that? What does need to be done? That at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, I think it just needs like just love shine there or something. Just to, like evaporate it.
Mhm. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and focus love there. I'm going to strike the tuning fork
Mhm.
for the color yellow. Love repairs DNA. We'll shine that there.
Mhm.
Close down whatever's there at the top of the stairs, blocking the energy. Beautiful as we focus that love energy in there.
Mhm.
How does that look now?
Yeah, I think that made a big difference.
Beautiful. Is there any other areas in the house that we need to do this to?
I think about like yeah, it's like my main entrance way, but it's also the bottom of the staircase to go to the in-law suite.
Hmm.
So it's just like it's the doorway. Yeah, that feels different. That feels like it's kind of spinning.
Hmm.
Um, but it feels it feels old, like really old, like picture like cobwebs and just
Hmm.
darkness there.
What do we need to do to close that down to get that out of there?
Yeah, you just have to change the frequency of it.
Hmm. What color
Mm,
frequency would you like to use?
green.
Beautiful. Strike the tuning fork for the color green. Let's focus that frequency there at that space. Vision that all being washed out, those cobwebs being washed away, that clearing. How does that look now?
Yeah, it's like sunny with doors wide open.
Mhm. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Is there any other areas that need clear?
No, just do the grid thing. She's got to do the grid thing. Mm.
She feels like she can't sleep in her master bedroom. What's the cause of that?
It was that energy at the top of the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
It I think that mixed with some of the entities she was holding,
Mm-hmm.
they're like, it was like a frequency of all the lower vibrations. So she get very anxious.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be better.
Beautiful. Is there anything that Archangel Michael needs to share with us about cleansing and clearing the house is periodic?
No, you should clean your house like you do your own energy. So
Mhm.
it's just a more frequent thing.
Beautiful.
Hmm.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. And she feels like her memory has been affected because she had blockages. Do we remove all the blockages today that her memory will be better?
Yeah, a lot of them. There's a lot of times where you're like jumping timelines and you don't realize it. So your memory can just have gaps in it.
Hmm.
It's not like there's anything wrong.
Yes.
Just not missing anything important.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't say there's anything to be concerned about there.
Beautiful. Thank you for clarifying that for her. These past 2 years have been very, very dark and painful. Has this cycle finally come to a close for her?
Yeah, she's pretty close to a lot of lessons being learned, a lot of healing. Say by like March will be, you won't really even look back anymore.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Can you help her with what this was, this period of dark, painful times?
It's just part of the ascension process, really.
Hmm.
I think that's another thing. There's just such a misconception of like you just wake up and you're like this higher dimensional being, but you have to shed a lot of layers and understand what that means, like to become a higher version of yourself.
Yes.
So it's just the inner work process, but she's just a very sensitive person.
Hmm.
So she feels things deeply.
Yes. And is there any kind of help or assistance that you can give her on dealing with these deep feelings?
Just meditate more so she can differentiate between like thoughts and emotions.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's always better to drop into the heart to understand what your thoughts are.
Yes. Beautiful. And is there any particular time of the day that is best for her to meditate in?
Um, she should probably meditate a few times a day.
Hmm.
The morning is the most important, but before bed is very important as well.
Yes.
And then if she goes out, like goes to work or comes home, it's best to just cleanse your energy then too. So she has a lot of baths. Baths are really good.
Hmm. Beautiful. And is there anything, should she add something like salts to the baths too to help?
Oh, she does.
Okay, beautiful.
Oh, loves the bath salts.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And sometimes it seems like meditation is made to be a difficult task. Is there anything that she needs to know to help her with meditation?
Sometimes it's easier if you expel some energy first. So go for a good walk first, or do some dancing, or shake it all out first so you can get rid of all the excess energy, and then you can sit there easier.
Hmm.
You get a lot like bubbling around. You just like get home from work and sit down and expect to just have your mind and feel clear.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that. She'd, how can she support others and be at service to humanity?
I think she could just share her journey more because she's done a lot of work. There's a
Hmm.
lot of people that look up to her that are struggling and they find strength in her.
Hmm.
But she has been scared to open up and out of fear, I guess. But she can help a lot of people by just being transparent because it's not like she's learning. It's just it's not that complicated,
Hmm.
but you just have to do you have to do the work. It can feel lonely, so I think a lot of people are feeling lonely
Hmm.
in their journey. Um, like she could share on social media or something like that, and she might be surprised by who reaches out.
Beautiful. Yeah, that word work makes it seem like it is intense. Is there
Yeah,
is there another word we can use? It doesn't have such a negative connotation.
That's a good question. I'm
Yeah,
not sure right now.
beautiful. We'll find one.
Yeah, because it's intimidating, and uh, there's so much doubt out there, doubt that they're doing the right thing, that what is it you're supposed to be doing? So,
I was just thinking as we share our journeys, we talk about
mm-hmm,
having to do the work, and that
mm-hmm,
sometimes feels unsurmountable.
for sure, on top of everything else that people are trying to like just cope with and deal with, work feels like one more thing to put
Mhm.
on the pile.
Mhm. Beautiful. Thank you for all that. Well, we'll think on that. She'd like to know, why does she find comfort in alcohol, and how can she change this behavior?
I think the comfort is more to do with like escapism, but as she continues to do her inner work,
Hmm.
there won't be a desire to be in any other state than the highest state, like, which even after today, she'll notice a big difference.
Hmm.
As you create the beautiful life that you want, there's nowhere else you'd really want to be. Like, there's nowhere you're trying to escape from.
Hmm.
It's just more so the darkness and the heaviness that people want to escape from. So I don't, I think it'll just be something like the desire kind of just becomes non-existent after a while. But
Hmm.
in the meantime, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
I think she judges herself more than she needs to.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And so this is something she needs to work on as well. It's not judge
Mm,
herself so much.
yeah, like just live and just be present and find joy. Like if you enjoy the taste of wine, then have a glass of wine. If you enjoy the chocolate, eat the chocolate, like everything in moderation, as long as you recognize those behaviors like in yourself.
Hmm.
You know, it's like, am I eating this or am I drinking this because I feel this and I don't want to?
Hmm.
That's what you have to pay attention to.
Yes.
Mm.
Thank you for that. She'd like to know if her uncle has crossed over.
I think she knows the answer to that.
Hmm.
No. She feels his pain a lot.
Yes.
So I think that's a clear indicator.
Yes. And is there any way we can assist him?
I think he just needs to recognize, like, have love and compassion for him if he's seen himself through her eyes.
Hmm.
Then I feel like he's always questioned love and acceptance, and he's never really forgiven himself for things.
Hmm.
Um, so it feels like a lot of unresolved, just stuff. I don't know.
Can we assist him in any way to help him cross over today?
I don't know how to. I've never done that before.
Hmm.
I
Is it?
like feel his energy there and like feeling hopeful.
Hmm. Let's speak to her uncle. Can we speak to her uncle?
Hmm. Yeah.
Let's talk to him. Is there anything
He just immediately says he's proud of me.
mhm, beautiful?
Yeah. Yeah. And he's just really sorry for everything he's not like spoke up about or he did blames a lot of people, like for the way that they made him feel. But
Mm-hmm.
you set expectations on people, and when they don't fall through, it's easy to blame people versus take some ownership for yourself and your behaviors.
Mm-hmm. Let's
Mhm.
let's have the angels gather around Uncle. Let's have them gather around him. Let's have them share a message or something that'll help him to. What do
Yeah.
they say to him?
He's worthy. Yeah. I think that's the biggest message is that like he's worthy of feeling the love and like the freedom, like the shackles from all of his traumas that he's been through.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make him less of a person.
What What do you think about that, Sean?
Well, I feel he's crying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's just need to hear that.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that he needs to hear today that we can help to cross him over so he's not stuck here in the in between in this realm?
Everyone, everyone is, everyone is good.
Mm-hmm.
His wife is good. I'm good, and we want what's best for him.
Mm-hmm. What does he say to that?
Grateful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the day of his death. Go back to that day of his death.
Hmm.
And why is it that he did not go into the lightest source?
He didn't feel worthy.
Mm-hmm. Is he ready to transition now?
Yeah.
Beautiful. And Sean, what I'd like you to do is I want you to look around for that lightest source, the light that pulls you towards it like many magnets. Tell me when you find that, Sean.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Sean, who do you see in that light waiting for you?
Mom,
What does your mother say to you, Sean?
about time.
Beautiful. Are you ready to go, Sean, back home?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Let's go ahead and let's help Sean back home to the lightest source with his mom. Allow him to go. Does he have anything to say before he leaves?
I love you, Stinky.
Beautiful. Is
Yeah.
there is there anything you'd like to tell him before he goes?
But I love him.
Beautiful. Watch him. Tell me when he is gone.
Yeah, he's gone now.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And thank you so much for your assistance in that. And thank you, the angels, for that as well.
Mhm.
She'd like to know what is her purpose for being here during this time. What role does she play?
Just to, like speak truth and be like authentic and your own individual person.
Mhm.
Teach others to do the same. Strength for a lot of people without even really knowing it.
Mhm. Is there any skills or workshops that she can acquire to help her with this?
Mm, she could take training in like a trauma therapy or something along those lines, just
Mhm.
so you can have more confidence dealing with people and anything that might come up. It's very sensitive. Um, I think she'll be fine just using her intuition.
Mhm.
Um, just trusting the people that come into her life that like ask for her help. She has all the tools she needs to be able to assist them. I think just keep working on building her self-esteem and confidence and trusting herself. She doesn't really like the educational system.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. She'd like to know if she could earn a living outside the corporate world, maybe doing this stuff,
Mm.
sharing.
Yeah. It's just a means to an end, her corporate job.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel long lasting. But she's in a rush to leave where she has the ability to like transition while still making good money at her current job.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why don't jump the gun kind of a thing, put the cart before the horse. So just build on something until it takes off and then transition. It'll be a lot less disruptive that way.
Mm-hmm. And can you share with her what she should be building on?
Just build on sharing and like if she does workshops or something like that and she can charge for that or one-on-one sessions with people.
Mm-hmm.
um it's like she's feeling called to do it. I think she's lacking the trust, so she meditates on it more, she
Mm-hmm.
might get more clarity.
Can I ask you to help assist and guide her the right way she should go?
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. She'd like to know why she always feels this dark or negative influence around her.
There was a lot of dark and negative influence around her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she'll feel that as much anymore.
Mm-hmm.
She just needs to be a little more playful,
Mm-hmm.
like dance around, listen to music, or play with the dogs or something. It's
Yes.
She sometimes just takes things so serious, like everything is a job, but you can find the joy in everything.
Beautiful. You can help and assist her not to take things so seriously and play more.
Hmm.
After this session today, where she doesn't feel that darkness and negative influence around her, she'll be more inclined to play more.
Yes.
Beautiful. Something that we all need to work on is playing more.
Yeah. Laughing. It's like the best medicine.
Yes. Beautiful. Is there any final messages for her at this time?
Yeah. She
Can I?
could take a little bit more breaks from just electronics and social medias and stuff like that, but she just doesn't need to be so hard on Tony about it either.
Mhm. Is there anything else, or are we complete?
I think she could connect to her body more, like hug it or like just love it, and it's a part of her, you know. It's like she almost keep them separate, like her emotions and her thoughts and then her physical body, but like it's her gift in this lifetime to have this physical vessel, and it's a good one, and she should just be more grateful for it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is there any other practices that would help her to be more grateful for her body that she can do?
I think like just moving it and dancing it, like dancing and stuff like that. You know, just give herself a massage, all like just to feel it and connect into it.
Mhm.
Um, because yeah, you don't want to feel that separation from self.
Beautiful. I'll make sure she understands that. She needs to do that more.
Hmm.
Is there anything else, or are we complete?
I'd say this is complete.
Beautiful. Can I ask you to keep upgrading the body and continue with any healing that may be required by her over the next sleep cycles?
Yes. The sickness that she's been experiencing is an upgrade, really.
Hmm.
And she's a pretty healthy person overall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you would like to share with her about the sickness she's been experiencing?
The biggest lesson was to just relax and rest.
Hmm.
And she was pretty good about it. So just slow down more and rest more.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. Anything else?
That's all I have.
Beautiful. I want to thank you so much for coming through today and conversing with us. Thank you for all the help, healing, and wisdom that you have provided for us today. And now I'm asking the higher self to recede with much love and much thanks for all the information they have given us today. We are asking the higher self to recede back into the time, space, reality, dimension, and location in which they belong with so much love and so much thanks. In a moment, I am going to count to 10, and on the count to 10, you will be wide awake and feeling wonderful all over. 1, 2, feeling the breathing becoming a little faster. 3, 4, beginning to move the arms and legs around. 5, 6, becoming more aware of the room and the space around you. 7, 8, coming up nicely now, nicely now. 9, 10, wide awake, stretching, rubbing, feeling wonderful all over. Yeah.
I love your enthusiasm.
Maybe I'm too enthusiastic when people are coming out of it. Maybe they're not quite ready yet.
No, it's good. You're like, all right, I'm coming.
That's funny. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel really good. Yeah. I just my body feels so good. Like
Hmm.
I really do feel like my energetic, like I feel like I had a big detox.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm just shocked, I guess. I feel like you're really good at facilitating because I do feel like that was a lot different than my first time around, but I feel buzzing.
That's awesome.
Um, yeah, and I don't really feel as sick as I was. So that's good.
You even sound a little better though, I think
Yeah,
too.
I feel that way.
Well, one thing too is we removed it was an earthbound off the throat,
Mm,
which was really hated herself because she
mm,
committed suicide.
mm-hmm,
Oh, no, he was making you hate herself. It wasn't her. It
mm.
was Stefan, the
Yeah.
teenager.
Yeah, all of that was crazy too. And I found that it was,
And that wasn't the suicide one. That was the one where he was abused and was choked out by his dad.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
shocked that that they all seem to be like a lower energy or a lower or a younger
Hmm.
like entity, I guess, or like person before.
Yeah.
Um, I could really feel it around like my heart and stuff like that too. But yeah, my throat definitely feels so much different. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, I feel just kind of giddy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll feel like you had a full body good workout. is what
Oh
you'll
yeah.
feel. Like my muscles after a session, I feel like I'm like, oh, that feels good. But you feel little prings and prangs here every now
Yeah.
and then.
Yeah.
And it's just the body coming back into balance and
Hmm.
healing because all those blockages were removed.
Yeah. I feel like everything is just like, yeah, like it's just kind of buzzing. It's like, I don't know, it's like your DNA is kind of waking up and it's just all like do 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 like
Yeah,
so it's a good feeling.
start fixing itself, start healing the body.
Yeah.
So, and what do you? I mean, those scenes are just exactly what you needed to see today.
Yeah. I feel like nothing was so like it was not so far out there that it made me question anything. It just to me it just really did feel like home, which was like
Hmm.
it just that just alone brings me so much peace. And then yeah, it just everything just felt really good. And I wasn't questioning anything. It was like I feel like I'm just gonna have like some deja vus like in the future and be like, oh, this is that like moment. I've been here. Like,
Uh,
yeah. So I'm just looking forward, like I look forward to that. But I'm also just like I'm grateful just for like the here and now moment versus like where before it was like I just want to be somewhere else. You know what I mean? So I think that's just pretty profound. It's like you can just trust that like you're going to be divinely guided wherever you're meant to be,
mhm.
and that's okay versus me judging myself for being here and not being somewhere else that like I don't even know like where that is. You know what I mean? So even to say it out loud, I was like, yeah, that sounds pretty stupid, but
You'll find that after these sessions and stuff, I've we're talking about alcohol and stuff like that too. Like
hmm.
I find that I don't even really care to drink much anymore
Yeah.
either.
And
Don't
that
need
kind of made
don't need to.
sense. Yeah, that's kind of what made sense, even just saying, like, hearing that. And it's just like, you're like, once you're just like in love with the person that you are and the life that you have, and it's just like, what is that really bringing extra to your life? You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, you don't need it.
Hmm.
Just want to live in the moment, be there in the moment.
Yeah.
And
I've,
you'll find and you look in the mirror, you're gonna go, oh, damn, where have you been?
yeah. I'm excited to do that. Because I've been in bed for like essentially a week straight, and it's like I don't even think I've like really brushed my hair. So maybe I'll just have a shower and just like stare at myself in a mirror for a bit and be like, "Hey, girl, welcome back."
Yeah, you look damn good. You look
Yeah.
good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And we remove, I forget which entity it was, but the entity was really, you were making some grimaces on the face and stuff
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
I could feel
Did
myself
you feel
really,
it?
yeah. And I was like, oh my God. Like, as soon as you start to do the body scan, that's normally how I would pick up on it. It's like, it's like if there was a light kind of coming down, it was like something was like, not over here. And I was like, oh, you mean like right here kind of a thing. So, it was interesting because it's like I wonder if I would have that, and it's like I had no control over that like at all. So that was really fascinating because like the first time I did a session, none of it was really like it wasn't really a heal. I didn't find it was healing. You know what I mean? It was just it was a lot of discussion and then my higher self questions. But I found like this is definitely stuff that was like holding me back and like I would have not been able to know that that was there or identify that, like, if it wasn't for like this session. So, I mean, I set the intention and like try not to have any expectation, but I was just like, I had that knowing. I was like, I know there's something there that's like holding me back. I know this isn't just like my pure like essence. So, yeah, it feels like it feels like a restart, like, you know what I mean? So,
Right. And as healers too, even, you have those blind spots where you just can't get to
hmm.
because you could do all this yourself, but you have blind spots. It's something you just can't get to. It's like the tick or the monkey on the back.
Yeah.
You just can't get it off. And it
Hmm.
helps to just get it off and get that energy free flowing again and
Yeah.
remove
Like
those
I
blockages you never knew you had.
like how much I used to say like what's wrong with me? Like I don't even feel like that's in like my realm of like vocabulary right now. It's like I just like there's nothing wrong with you. You're perfectly good. So even just to feel free from that feels like a fresh start.
Mhm. Right. And a lot of them, the few of them are causing your anxiety and panic attacks.
Hmm.
And that one that we removed from the Emily that we
Hmm.
removed from the suicide. She was the one
Hmm.
that gave you the suicide thought at one point too.
Yeah, and that like I can see that. I did feel like there was like a lot of like guilt on that on like her end too. It's like she didn't really want to, but it's like you're picking up on that energy, you know what I mean? So it's everyone's lonely, like and whether you're an entity or an energy or a soul or whatever, it's like we all like want connection and sometimes it's just toxic, you know what I mean? So it's hard to pinpoint those down if you can't see it and you don't know if they have a name or whatever. It's like you can break up with your old best friend who's toxic, but like this thing that's like stuck to you, it's like you don't know what you don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she actually I don't know if it's because I kind of got try to figure out how the dark had talked her into doing stuff to you
Hmm.
because she started out as being pretty dark
Hmm.
and and it sounds like because she was um, had committed suicide and she felt like she wasn't worthy to go to the light that they
Yeah.
kind of convinced her
Yeah.
there was something else there for a while. She
It,
described it as somebody other person or
yeah,
something else was there that was coercing her into doing things.
it felt like just like she was kind of infiltrated. Like you're an easy target, you know what I mean? If you're in those lower vibrations. So it's like she was captured and then attached onto me or something like that. So it's just wild. It's like a whole other world. So, like, people don't even realize, but like,
Right.
unless you're open to it, like, you probably sound crazy. Like, you know what I mean? But
Right. Yeah, I never expected me doing this now.
yeah, what a trip. Yeah.
Funny. It's
Wow.
funny. No, I'm just a
How did
warrior.
you find like how did you find Laura's work? Like,
Ooh, it's a long story.
oh,
Not really. I mean, I was a medic for 20, 30 years and I
yeah.
did all kinds of teams and everything, but I like you feel like you're weighted down. You feel like shit's not right.
Hmm.
I knew the medical system sucked ass,
Hmm.
and it wasn't right. It wasn't healing anybody.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until the pandemic where I started, you know, diving down those rabbit holes. And
Hmm.
I found Dolores Cannon, of course,
Hmm.
and go, oh, that's what I need.
Hmm.
And then I find that if you couldn't do it online, um, so then I found BQH or Beyond Quantum Healing Hypnosis, and
Oh, yeah.
I went and trained in that. So you could do it online, but when I was really doing it on close friends and family. I wasn't really getting out there as much,
Yeah.
but I ran into blocks with my wife, especially like twice. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
major blocks, just dark energy there that I didn't know how to remove. And I'm like, oh shit, I need something else. This is crazy. And
Wow.
I flooded it with white light and it got worse, made her anxious. And I'm like, I got to figure this out. So I found Heather Hink and I was following Heather Hink for a long time because she was doing healing hypnosis. And about that same time I ran into those blockages, she started removing entities.
Hmm.
Um, and I'm like, oh shit, that's what I need. And then I could never, she mentioned Laura and I could never find where this Laura was that she got this training from. And so then one day on Mark Atwood's show, it just popped up the removing entities just popped up and Laura
Hmm.
was on there. I'm like, that's the lady. That's who I need.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's so crazy how you can be like so divinely like just guided like down a certain avenue.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
Just happens. Just happens that way.
Yeah, well, good for you for like just trusting it because it definitely seems it's like the right line of work for you to be in.
Right. And then, even all the synchronicities that went along with that. My work as a medic, my hours were decreased. I was only part-time, but I was working full-time hours, but all of a sudden they took my hours away, so I didn't have any hours anymore.
Hmm.
They put they put fiber optic into out here in the middle of nowhere to my house.
Right.
And I'm like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It's all
Yeah.
just coming right together.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Those are the best stories.
Right. Yeah. So it just all fell into line. It just perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how we did on it. Well, what do you think about sharing this on YouTube?
I mean, I'm not against it.
So I mean, um there wasn't a whole lot about information for the collective. Like we didn't go
Hmm.
any crazy place. We were in this now
Hmm.
moment, but there's
Hmm.
so many messages for other people in there
Yeah.
that I think it would be a good one to share.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it at all.
You're not?
I'm like, no, I've never really like I've never even done like a Facebook Live or an Instagram Live, so I don't even you probably put up and I would just like never really know about it. I appreciate you asking my permission, but yeah, like I do think that like if people take what they want from it, if anything, and if not, then that's
Mhm.
okay too, right? So if they can
Right,
shed light for somebody or like someone has like an aha moment or whatever, then I think that's priceless. That's pretty profound. So,
right. And
hmm.
yeah, I mean, it'll resonate with somebody because they'll have a similar experience to you,
Hmm.
even though it was just kind of down home
Hmm.
but it'll be good. It'll be good to
Yeah.
share. Are you
Even
okay?
if,
You okay
yeah.
with the video one too as well?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Even if it was like something to do if anyone else like self-harmed or had an eating disorder, like it's easy to like not understand like where that comes from. And I feel like there's, especially nowadays, there's just a lot of people struggling with that kind of stuff. Like, I think like self-harm's up like 400% for people. And like,
Yeah.
that's just alarming. You know what I mean? So,
Hmm.
um, yeah, just, alone kind of a thing. And maybe it's not you. So, you
Yeah.
know,
Absolutely. And just
mm,
and just like, with that Emily, all of a sudden she
mm-hmm,
was made you like all of a sudden,
mm-hmm,
feel like have the thought of committing suicide and it just popped into your head.
mm-hmm.
It wasn't you.
Yeah, it was terrifying too, right? So
Yeah.
without having that like higher level of consciousness to be like, is that me or is that not me? Like some people don't have that barrier in place, and that's where they just act, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
that's scary. So yeah,
Yeah. So I mean it'd be good for some people.
yeah.
Do you have any other questions or anything of me?
I don't
I mean,
think
this
so.
is
I feel like I'm
pretty.
just like kind of riding pretty high right now. So it's like I don't know. I don't really have any plans for the rest of the day, but I just want to like get out there and do something.
Yeah. But well, take it slow. Make sure you get all the rest you need, especially since you're just coming off that illness that you had too. You want to take it slow.
Yeah.
Get outside and ground. Drink plenty of good water.
Hmm.
That's how that and help that body heal.
Hmm.
Um, Meditation. You're supposed to do more meditation.
Yeah.
And
I will for sure. I think before I was just like, I don't know if there was one of those blockages, but it feels like something like a darkness would just come to me in even meditation. So it's like I wasn't as keen to do it, or now it's like just to be in a peaceful state. I think sounds a lot better now.
perfect.
So, hmm.
It's beautiful. Well, keep me posted on any changes or anything you want to share or
Yeah, I
anything
will
like
for
that,
sure.
or any questions that come up. Just let me know.
Okay. Well,
Um,
thank you for everything. It's been an awesome experience.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, well, hopefully I'll see you again soon.
Okay. Yeah, I
Be
love
able to
that.
talk to you. Be awesome.
Yeah.
And I guess when Tony gets back, then he can see the changes and
Yeah.
maybe he'll want to do one too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's just slightly behind me, I feel like, on his journey, but I mean, I'm able to help provide him with all the tools like moving forward that have helped me. So this will definitely be one of them.
Hmm. And usually in a relationship, it's kind of the same way with me and my wife. Is
Oh, yeah.
for some reason I came on it first and
Hmm.
starting to help guide to her
Hmm.
as well.
Yeah.
Might be the same for you as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. I love it.
That's perfect. All right, Candace.
All
Um,
right.
anything else?
No, that's everything. Just have a great day and thanks again for everything.
Absolutely. You're very welcome. I love doing it.
All right. Take care.
It's beautiful to see the change too, because you're like
Uh,
brighter and
uh,
shinier now.
yeah, I feel like that.
It's perfect. It's perfect. All right. I love you.
Love you too. Oh,
I'll get that video to you and make sure you watch it at least once because
okay.
it's kind of like a dream journal. You'll remember stuff that you might have forgot.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely interested.
Okay,
All right,
perfect.
thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay.
Love you. Take
Love you
care.
too. Bye.
Bye bye.